Oh, we've got to click continue.
You are consenting to be recorded. Ha, that's new. Right, who's starting? Me?
Yeah. Scottish.
Fuck's sake, man. Right, guys. Fuck it. Look, Marsh, he's still on the LA games.
He's got gambling problems.
Right, guys. So tonight, this is basically just a bit of a Q&A session about the new software. Give you guys a bit of guidance of how to use it. People that haven't signed up will show you the software, show you the features, different things. And then at the end of it, we'll give you a good 10-15 minutes to ask any questions. So,
Here's Beth.
Yeah?
Here's Beth. Better late than never.
She's like Keith.
Come on, Beth. We're waiting for you.
This is here.
Here she is. Number one lady.
Oh, you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to the brick wall in front of me.
Talk to his reflection in the mirror.
Right, Reece, let me share my screen, please.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Oh, sugar plums. Hang on. Go.
Go. Right, guys, so for everybody that's joined, then you'll have seen not all the features, but you'll have a good idea of how it works. Anybody that hasn't joined, then it'll be quite interesting for you to see what we've got and what we've got planned and what we're actually updating as we speak. So what is Fetch? It's probably quite self-explanatory. It's a dropshipping software brought to you by us, the dropshippers. We made it.
You haven't spelled brought right, just saying.
Oh, sorry.
That was Harvey. Harvey sense checked it and said everyone was all right. Fuck's sake.
Such a hobo.
Is this before or after I read by myself?
Yeah.
Hey, carry on. Sorry, I just couldn't. I thought it was a Scottish thing. But it might have been a different spelling.
Listen to these. Fuck. So
spelling mistakes aside.
Aye. If there's any spell mistakes, then it's Harvey's fault. So the reason we decided to bring a new software out was we felt that there was a gap in the market for us to make a new software, i.e. put all our heads together, see what we can come up with, what we thought was needed within a software, put it all together and give it to you guys. So this is what Fetch is, and that's how it's called Fetch. I know there's a T missing, but it's a you can't see the T, but it's called Fetch. So Pedro, this is our mascot, and you've probably seen him kicking about, Instagram, Discord. This came about really, I don't even know, Reece, but there was a pineapple somewhere.
He was on the login screen, weren't he? And then I said to the developer about where did it come from, and he said he designed it for this. So I said, well, let's make it a mascot then.
Yeah. And that's obviously, we wanted to do something out of the ordinary where if you see this pineapple, then it makes it called Fetch. So that's what, obviously, when we do our marketing, then this is going to be a big thing for marketing. Fetch will be this pineapple. So Fetch is a software that helps drop shipping from Amazon, as you know. The features we've got is title and description editor. That is, after you import, you can change titles, description, custom templates. They are just recently new. So with previous softwares, you got a free template, but then anything after that you had to pay for. But with Fetch, you'll get free custom templates. So Harvey's actually going to do a guide where it'll take you step by step through the HTML and show you how to actually do your own custom guides, custom templates. Pedro's Juicy Assins. This is probably what we do with this is when you sign up, you get 250, 500, 1,000, whatever your limit is, you'll get the Assins. But me and the guys have been talking, and we think it might be good if once a month you guys you can click that button once a month and it gives you 50 of like the top performing items that we think will sell, just as a wee extra that you won't need to pay for.
How can I buy in? Jordan Houston?
He's fine.
Go on.
Top performing products for me is a very, very good new addition. Where what happens with that on your main screen, I'll show you in a minute. You'll have items that change every month they change. Or I'll need to ask, every 2 or 3 weeks maybe, or I don't know what it is, to be honest. I think it's every month. And these are top performing products on Amazon and across the Fetch database. So it takes into account everybody's selling. It takes into account Amazon, what they're selling, and it lists items on your homepage. And if you hover over the items, it gives you the ASIN for the products. Then you can obviously upload them and list them. And there's obviously much more that we'll go through. You know what the support's like. I know we've recently just launched, and as you launch any new software, there's teething problems. But I think the guys that have joined so far would agree, or I hope they would agree, that when there's been problems, we've been on it and we've updated it, and we've said within minutes that it is getting updated, or it's a longer process, but we are in the process of updating it. So the support's there 24/7. We've got the Discord chat. We've got the new Fetch support, which we want to make that really, really busy. Everybody talking about Fetch and about how they're making more sales, and months down the line we'll all be selling a lot more. So this is basically your listing page. There's a home page, but this is the listing page. The whole feel that we wanted to bring to the table was obviously user friendly, easy on the eye, and the flow. We wanted it to be nice. So the system as a whole is very user friendly and shouldn't take anyone that long to get to grips with the software. With all these softwares on the market, they're all very, very similar in what they do. They only can do one thing, is bring items from Amazon, put it into a list, have the Amazon price, the selling price, the ASIN, and then you list it onto eBay. There's not much more that can be done to change it, but we feel that we've made it a lot more user friendly. It looks very, very nice, and it flows really good as well. So easy on the eye. We wanted to create something that not only worked but was easy on the eye. The user will spend a lot of time on Fetch, and this will help them enjoy the experience more. The flow of the software needs to be perfect, and Fetch complements the whole aspect of flow. You won't find another software out there that feels anywhere near as good as Fetch. And I've been using it for 2 months, and I know some guys have been using it for a couple of weeks. And for me, I once you get used to it after a few days, I think it feels a lot better when you're using it. I've used quite a lot of softwares for drop shipping, and I think this one feels really good. So Fetch, in simple terms, 30% more products can be listed on Amazon by using Fetch than any other software on the market. This comes from, one, our block list. What we've done with the block list is that we've got a universal block list that only the admin can update. So nobody can go in and just put anything in. It's only us that can update the block list. There is a account specific one where you guys can go in and add stuff to your block list, but it only counts for your account. So it won't be across the board. So that's up to yourselves if you want to add them in there, or you just leave it blank and you rely on our universal block list, which we update. It's not like other softwares where everybody's putting in random stupid words and you can't list 60% of the items on Amazon because there's a certain words on the block list that won't let you. So we've got around that by using a universal block list that only the admin and the software developer can put the whatever it is, like the one Keith had today. That's already on the block list. And we've also made on the Fetch support on Discord, we've made a Fetch block list. So if anybody gets a Vero or anything like that, then it's a matter of just put even the name or the brand or the company, anything, whatever it is in there, and we'll stick it on the block list. Community of like-minded individuals, you already know this, what our Discord's like and everybody that's in it. We all get along and it's a good place to be. And now we've got the ELA games, which makes it even fun. So
We love it.
So top user features. So the login section for this software gives you a warm welcome, and it's where you meet Pedro for the first time. The top performing products, as I was speaking about, one of the top features within Fetch, we give you the top performing products from Amazon free of charge to list in your store. This section is located on your homepage and is updated weekly, so it must be weekly updates. So that's on your homepage and it just scrolls through. It gives you, when you hover over it now, it gives you the ASIN and you can copy it and stick it into your upload section and away you go. Notification center, that's another new feature. On the notification center, we've got the Fetch guide, where when you click on that, it takes you to the guide that Harvey made, which gives you a step-by-step guide through how to start from the start, getting items from another software, listing it, importing, just all the features. That guide will show you everything. Your usage, this comes from how many items you've got listed on Fetch to what your overall account is. So if you've got 1,000 items, then once that gets, I can't remember what, I think when it gets to 80%, I think maybe, it will say you need to think about upgrading or you'll hit your limit. And if you click on that button, it takes you to the upgrade section where you can upgrade, or if you want, you can leave it. It's not going to do anything. If you just want to do 1,000 products, then it will just say you're at your limit for 1,000 products. Time to update your listing, that's very similar. You just click on that, you can update your listing to 2,000, 3,000. Software update, this is where if we bring out any new software, any updates, then that button, you can click on that and it will show you what updates that we've put into Fetch. So if there's something like it's updated to go from, for one example, people were having problems with was the limit on products on the page. You can change it to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Change it to 50, and if you delete items, it would bounce back to 10. So we've changed it so if you change it to 50, it stays on 50. So that would be one of the updates that if you clicked on that, it would say that your listing limit on a page has went from 10 and you can update it to 20, 30, 40, 50 and it'll stay like that. So it's just a wee update section to say what we've done and what's changed. That will obviously, as we sort all the errors just now and we get going, any new updates will be updated in there. Again, notification center, I've just went through all that. That is basically, I like that wee section. It's quite good. It's quite,
yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
On the actual website itself, like having all of your stuff there, because they're the things that you'll be going to most.
Yeah.
So if you want to do something, you click the how-to guide, takes you there. You want to go to like updating, you just click that button there, and it's super seamless. Like we sat and thought a long time about how we wanted to make things better for everybody, not just us. So yeah.
So can you see that still?
Mm-hmm.
So this is on the actual Fetch. So for people that haven't seen it, this is the homepage. This is items that are top performing. But actually, I think there's how many products are on that?
like 10.
And I've asked to get that updated. So there's about 20 or 30 on it. If you hover over it, you can see the ASIN. You can just copy it, and then you can obviously import it and put it into your import section. And then that'll update. So down here, as I was talking about, the guide. This is a guide. You can either download it or you can view it online. You can expand it and make it big, and it brings it onto a separate page, and you can go through. So Harvey wrote this guide. It's really, really good to help you get started on Fetch. Just going through it all. You know what Harvey's guides are like? They're really in-depth and easy to follow. So that's everything from updating products to importing to pairing, just everything that you'll need to get going. Usage, it's saying here I'm at 0.3%. So you click on that, it tells you your current plan. Yeah. I'm getting it for free just now. Then obviously you've got other ones down there that you can upgrade if you need to be.
Yeah, I was watching something about. Yeah, we'll do. I can do it afterwards.
You talking to us, Marcus, or somebody else?
Doesn't matter now, he's muted.
So time to update your listings. Right, so that button is basically, what as it says, update your listings. Takes you in there, and software update again. That button, you can't click on it just now, but as I said, as we get everything sorted, and then going forward, that will be a button that you can click on. It will show updates to what we've done. Down here will be products with issues, so it'll be critical items will be down here. I've only got obviously one item, so I don't have any critical items. So it's basically, try to think what else. So there's the one I've just uploaded. You can play about with it.
Yeah. Show them this page, like how detailed you can go.
In what sense?
Like, so one thing that we wanted to make sure we could change was like you can edit everything. Descriptions, category numbers, everything you can edit from here, but you can also just edit it wherever you go. So if you think, oh, I might want to change that title at some point, you can just do that from the inventory.
Or you can click that.
Yeah. Well, that's how, yeah, clicking the tick button approves it. But I know what a lot of people like to do from the mentorship is when they've imported the products into review, they do all their optimization there, and then they just approve everything. Just makes it a little bit more seamless. Why is your profit set to 5?
I was playing about with it. See, so guys, you can see, I know we've had a few issues with what I just done there with changing the quantity from 2 to 1. Mine updated instantly there. Our developer, and I spoke to Matt about 5 minutes ago, and she said basically that, wait to find it. She said that she's making good progress on the updated functions. Once those are in place, Matt should find the site a much more smoother experience. So what she means by that was, to start with, we were having a slight issue with quantity updates, pricing updates, when obviously you went to the roundup, changing it from 0 to 0.99, blah, blah, blah. But she's working on that just now, and you guys should see that. The update probably tomorrow some point. So that should be fixed. So basically, this section is your inventory, and you can still edit in here. You can change the title, the product description. You can change all that if you want. And you can update it, and it'll take you back to that page. Then again, it's similar to other softwares where it's a matter of product creation, CSV, price and stock update. So that's all the same. There's nothing changed with that. It's the same setup because you're basically governed by eBay and what they do. So a software can't be different. It needs to be what eBay want. And what eBay want is the process that every software out there has got. And it's product creation, CSV, price and stock update, blah, blah, blah. It has to be that. It can't be anything else. So one good feature that they had was the product creation. And I know a lot of people had a few problems with uploading items and then doing a product creation CSV, uploading items again, and basically duplicating their items. So now when our items have an eBay ID, and obviously they're undetermined right because I've not put them on eBay, when that goes active, if I have another item down here that's unpaired, when I click product creation CSV, it won't bring in all the items, it will only bring in the item that's unpaired. So you don't need to worry about clicking product creation and it lists the 1,000 items you've got in your fetch. It'll only list the 2 items that haven't been paired. So you don't need to worry about clicking, doing all this. You can just click product creation and it will upload the product creation with the only items that are unpaired. If you, for example, if I had 1,000 items here and these 2 items were the ones that were unpaired, if I only wanted to put that top item on, I would click that, product creation, open it up, and it only brings through that one item. Or you can untick it, product creation, and it brings through the 2 of them. So either way, for me, that's a really, really good feature. You don't need to worry about having to open up the CSV file and deleting stuff and everything else. It's a matter of, if you only want one item uploaded, highlight it, product creation. If you want items that you haven't paired, and it's these 2, and I don't know, 1,000 that were paired, product creation, and it would open up these 2. I think that's a very, very good feature. It helps a lot of people, so you don't need to worry about changing CSVs and all that palaver.
Yeah,
so
now
now
to open what, isn't it? Like,
yeah. So now, as requested by Guy, because he's got 5, 6, 7,000 items, we only had 50, but now you can do 500 per page. So that is a good thing for people that, because what we wanted to do was, especially me and Harvey, when you import a product, you import it, it doesn't go into your inventory, it goes to review straight away. So in here, Guy was moaning because he could only do 50 per page. So it would, if he uploaded 7,000 items, so he was going 50, 50, 50. So now we can do 500 per page and approve all selected. You can select all and then approve selected, and you can do 500 at a time. So as you can see, when you approve that now, it still stays at 500. Before that would jump back to 10. So it's still staying at a 500. And it should be the same with, so see now I've moved in there and it's still 500. If I move that to 50, it'll be 50 products, import, go back to inventory, and it'll still be 50, hopefully. Yes. So that's basically, and then down the side here, another feature that we've added, when you've got a lot of products, see the category, that will start to populate. The more items you load in, the more categories that will come up here. So if I click beauty, it should only show me that wig. If I click play figures and vehicles, it'll only show me that. Reset filters takes you back to the 2 products. Unpaired, that's just your usual ones. Active, items with issue, ended, undetermined, critical, at risk. But the category section is quite good. That's a new feature where if you're looking for a certain item, then you can filter by categories and then just reset filters, and it resets it back to all your listings. Templates. This is where your template will be for your listings. And as I said, Harvey is in the process of doing a HTML guide, which will show you guys how to do HTML, and as you can see, like that was small, so you can down this corner expand it to make it bigger, however big you want it, which helps to see it as well. We just make it small because it's easier for the website, and then if you want to expand it, you can expand it yourself. So Pedro's just asking us, these are another thing. This is the generate button I was talking about. When you first sign up, you'll get them. They get updated every Friday. So there's a new 2000 get added every Friday. So every Friday we take the old ones off, put the new ones on, and I think what we're going to do every month, we'll give people, say, 50 items. If I click that just now, I think I've already clicked it, so it won't let me. It doesn't let me click it because I've already clicked it. So just now you only get, when you sign up, if you sign up for 250 listings, when you click that, the first time you'll get 250 listings. After that, you won't be able to click it. In the help section, we have a few bits here, FAQs, which we will add as we go. So it's basically how does Fetch work, and it just explains. This is basically, these are taken from the FAQ guide that Harvey and Jake done. Just the best ones that people ask. So these are more for new people that sign up, that are new to the course, that don't really know what they're doing. And then obviously, again, for new people, sign up to Discord, join now. They can sign up to the Discord. Settings. This is where, again, similar, where you update your stock, your roundup, everything else, put all your text in, blah, blah, blah. Membership settings. So here, which for me, I know it's not really for us, it's a good thing, but for you guys, it is a good thing. What we've done here is your membership. You go to settings, like previous softwares. I found it very, very unhelpful when you wanted to cancel. You couldn't cancel, you had to send an email, and I thought that was really, really, it just didn't sit very good with me. You have to send somebody an email to cancel. So basically what we did was, MD can cancel anytime they want. And we don't hide that. That's something that I feel should be there. So you can click cancel and it will cancel your membership. It's an easy process. You don't need to worry about, how do I cancel, or how do I get hold of people. It's just cancel. It will get cancelled. End of story. Down here, it will show your past invoices. So it will show when you started, what you started with, then it will show your upgrades as you go along. Membership billing. Again, this is where it will tell you your level, if you're on 5, 1,000, 2,000, and then obviously I've got here, it's not a recurring because this is just a demo account. Store settings, and then log out, and you can log out and it will go back to here. For guys that haven't signed up on this page, you can click register. It will take you to the sign up page. We've got having trouble choosing. Start here. We've just done the suggested one at £14 to 250, but obviously if you guys are on like 1,000, 2,000 items, then that one's obviously not for you. So it's basically all you do is find what one you want to sign up to, get started, and then it comes up and says you've clicked that, you've got that, you've got access to the product hunter, which people have been asking what the product hunter is. And the product hunter is basically, to start with, is the top performing products. We do have something in the pipeline, but it's down the line. And I don't want to say too much about it, but there could be a product hunter on Fetch that hunts Amazon for the top selling products on your account. So you can basically click a button and it searches for top selling items. And it lists all the top selling items instead of going on to Amazon. But what I've done just now is just listed 10, 15, 20 of the top performing across everybody's Fetch account across Amazon. To be honest, the top performing products is more just now comes from other people's listings. It sees what other people are selling and what's sold the most, and just lists them there for you. So I think that's everything, unless you've got anything, Harvey, that you want to say.
I just want to touch on, obviously, eBay are making pretty much changes, like it seems every fucking day at the moment. But the way that we're working with with our developers and the way that we create the content, every change that eBay makes, we've already, like, we do the update straight away for Fetch. So for example, a few days ago, they changed the way that you pair your items. So when we did all the testing, previously you did the download template on the report system and then you uploaded that into Fetch. But when eBay changed the reports and they changed it to the download report button rather than doing the template, like nobody could pair any items anymore. So it was causing a lot of drama. So we nipped that in the bud, rewrote the guides, and like we'll be on top of it basically for forever now. Like every change that eBay make, everything will get updated in situ. So there should be no downtime basically for Fetch or for any of the content, like the course material.
Yeah. Reese, you get anything?
Not really, if I'm honest with you. You've gone through everything. But yeah, like Harvey said, we're sort of always going to be 10 steps ahead of other people. The developers are constantly looking for updates. The software will be updated as and when these updates come out, pretty instantly. You can sort of see how quick the developers are working from any teething issues that we've had. We're sort of in the process of looking for servers to make the website like a hell of a lot quicker. And yeah, like any sort of feedback from you guys that are already using it is much appreciated. And any builds that you reckon that could make it better, we will 100% implicate. If we can't, we'll do something as close as we can to implicate it. But yeah, it's a work in progress, and I think as far as they go, it's going to be one of the best softwares out there, and there's always going to be the future of like sort of potentially using other sort of retailers to drop ship as well. Yeah. That's something else we'll eventually look into once Fetch is at its 100%. And yeah, we sort of want to make you guys earn as much money as you possibly can, without how can I put it?
Charging you through the nose.
Yeah, without sort of making it hard work. Like I know myself that I've got products on one store, and when I was going back registered a few weeks ago, I was trying to put those same items in my second store and I couldn't do it. And specific softwares, I went through block lists and stuff, and there was nothing at all that showed that product should be blocking at all. They were all in stock. They was all fulfilled by Amazon. And I just think there were certain items that potentially couldn't be added to your list. But we are going to be open with you guys. I've been doing this for well over a year now. As you mostly know, I don't work now. eBay is my sole income. And we want you guys to be where we are, like especially where I am. Like I do jack shit all day other than a bloody price and stock update and a few orders. It's a great life. I can't complain. I've got a new daughter I see every day. I see my oldest daughter all the time. Like it's great. Life's fucking brilliant. If only I could get on a plane and get out of the country, it'd be even better. But life's good. Like we want you to get there as well, whether it be, as we say, whether it be a side income for you guys or a full-time income, like it's completely up to you guys. Like Reese has just put in the chat, complete truth. 88 in trying to import, only 12 actually got imported. I've had the same issue probably over the last week. I've probably tried to import probably 500 items, and I swear to God, I'd be lucky to say if there was 100 that actually got pulled through. It's absolutely ridiculous, the block list. And as we're going to be open with you guys, we know what items actually are dangerous, well, not dangerous, will get you zeros, or whether that be for copyright, dangerous, bloody electronic, whatever eBay decide to tell you they are. We will be straight with you guys and say, no, well, that's not going to go, that's going to be blocked because it's going to get you a zero. Where at the end of the day, Russell Hobbs, prime example. It's my prime example. Near enough every bloody Zoom call I have with people, they done me about 6 times. I think I had 6 zeros in total with Russell Hobbs. Horrible brand. Would not listen. They began on the universal block list all day long. And there's loads of others out there. Don't get me wrong, but there's also a hell of a lot that aren't at all. That are just, you won't be able to import for whatever reason you can't. But yeah, we'll do what we can to sort of help you guys. But yes, there's teething issues, and I appreciate every single one of you for sticking with us. Who I know a few of you have had a couple of issues and whatnot. But at the end of the day, like one of the developers said, Adobe, they released the software just over a year ago, and they're still having issues with it to this day. And that's Adobe, one of the biggest software developers in the world. So for us at Elevate, who's created Fetch, I don't think we've done too much of a bad job so far. We're only going to expand as much as we can to help you guys get even further. So yeah, so from the bottom up, thank you so much for sticking with us and joining us, and I hope we can sort of help you grow. Like with Harvey's guides that are just insane. Obviously, Callum done his initial guides and all the optimizing and all the sales stuff. They helped loads of people throughout the whole of the mentorship that we had of probably, I'd say, a good sort of over 100 people. Most of Keith especially, I know he's on here somewhere, done extremely well out of it. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys, and I really hope you grow with us, and we're only going to get bigger and bigger. It's not going to be a one-hit wonder and a sort of overnight success, but it's gonna get bigger and better.
Right.
And yeah, we hope you stick with us on the journey.
The only thing I can say is Fetch, as it is now, will get better and better. The developer we've got in our team is one of the best in the UK. I'm not just saying that because she's in our team. She is one of the best in the UK. There's nobody else out there like her. What she can do, she's
mind blowing.
She's amazing. There's a lot of things that we want to implement. Like one thing for me that we haven't done yet, I won't tell you all the features, but I'll tell you 1 or 2 of them, is we were talking about the profit sheets and how a lot of people like to do their profits on spreadsheets, blah, blah, blah. One of the things that we want to do is implement a profit sheet onto Fetch. So it's on your account. So it's all there. If you want
for you.
If it's done for you, we'll look at that. If it takes all your data from eBay, what you've sold, it can take a sold item, stick it into your spreadsheet, have all the fees, and then you even need to just put in what you bought it off Amazon for. Or if it's all the way around where there's a spreadsheet there and you fill it out. So that's one of the features that we think could be really, really good. The other feature is the product hunter that I spoke about, and we have a lot of other features that obviously I don't want to speak too much about because they're getting worked on in the background, but it's only going to make it better and better and better. And the sole reason we think about these features is to help you guys sell more items. That's basically it. We use the software as well, so it's in our benefit as well to make it good, so we can sell items as well. So we're not doing it just to make money from you guys. We're doing it to help you guys so you can make money on eBay and we can make money on eBay as well. So that's, again, everybody that's joined, thanks very much, and it's only going to get better and better.
Just like underline what you're saying there, Cal, is that, you know, we've come on this journey all together, haven't we? You know, we're all still drop shipping, we're all growing together. It's not like we're at the top and we're sort of saying, oh, you know, just here for making money. We're not. We've all grown a lot in the last year, and you know, the natural progression for this was Fetch. It was making a software for dropshippers by dropshippers. And you know, the end result has been fantastic. You know, I'm really proud of Fetch, and really looking forward to whatever's to come. So
the thing is, guys, you're always going to have support there as well, 24/7. Like Callum's up at the crack of dawn and goes to bed extremely late. Harvey's in the groups more than he spends time with his missus. Like obviously I'm not in the groups as much, but I've got a bloody newborn baby that I'm trying to spend a bit of time with. But yeah, it's you're always going to have the support. You're always going to, one of the developers actually in the group, so he's always seeing whatever comments you guys are making, and he's always going to pass it over to the actual sort of coder to see what sort of things we can progress on. But what no one did tell you guys is the actual back end of the software. You actually have to pay like a lot of money for. Like it's not just the building. The building is dear, don't get me wrong, a lot of money, but the actual back end and running cost of the software, just to scrape all the items from Amazon, like the pricing and the stock and stuff, it's not cheap. And that's why we try to be fair enough with our prices, what we can. Hence the reason like a £4 less a month than other softwares. And to be fair, we're probably one of the cheapest out there. We are the cheapest out there, without foul. It's all going to be obviously non-API based, so you've still got the security. We're probably never going to offer an API based software because that is, you will get banned, for banned, flagged. I've seen people out there who've got like I don't know, 10,000 items on the store and £1 million turnover, but they're flagged.
Yeah.
And it's just not the way to do stuff. You want to do it properly, and that's what we're here to do. And we will do it because, like Callum said, we all still do drop shipping. Like at this moment in time, I don't have a job. My sole income is from my eBase. And as you guys see, I put all my figures in. I'm straight up with you guys. I've gone back registered on one account. It's absolutely gone to dog poo. It's absolutely horrific. It's horrible. But it's part of the parcel what we do, and it will pick up. But my second store's flying. I've done just shy of 100 grand now in turnover in a year, which is pretty bloody good going for a year. A business as well. It's actually been going since August. I started my second account, I think. So it's under a year. So with Fetch, obviously, you've got that freedom of uploading more products. You've got access to more products because there's not going to be as many on your block list. And yeah, as Callum said, the different types of things we're trying to implement over the next sort of few months, it's just going to be mind blowing. Like, and from that we'll grow and grow and grow. And like I said, other retailers could come on board, and yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I'm so excited, and I'm hoping that you lot stay and are excited as us and others join. And yeah, the community's always been great, and it's never been any different. Like even from lockdown days to non-lockdown days, it's still been absolutely fantastic. And I've made great mates for life, and I want to make many more sort of mates as we go on this journey as well.
Definitely. Does anybody get any questions? If you don't want to talk, you can stick them in the chat. If you're a bit shy.
Yeah, I can't believe bloody most of you ain't even got your videos on. Gutted.
Yeah, me.
Go on, Reese.
Reese.
Another Reese. Finally got his video on. He looks like he's playing Call of Duty, but there you go.
It's serious business.
I will be. As soon as this Zoom's on, I've got a 9 p.m. meeting with Warzone scheduled.
I've been busting out Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
It's so good.
Isn't it?
It's phenomenal. I can't be how big the bloody map is on it.
So good. I actually found my exact like house location on it.
Mate, it's awesome. It's just insane. It's just, I can't be how big the map is. Like, you've got the whole of the UK when you end up reaching England. It's just mental. I actually got ruined earlier, but that's another story. But yeah, has anyone got any question, guys? Whether it be sort of or anything. That's what the Q&A is for. You can ask anything.
Does it, I know I'm putting this out there, but does anybody that's on the software just now want to have a few words about the software? Good, bad?
Yeah, feedback. That would be
We don't mind a bit of bad.
Yeah, constructive. Anything constructive.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. A bit of bad is constructive. Any
As long as it's
criticism
not
is
too
good
bad.
criticism. Yeah.
Holly says Fetch software, eye-catching and easy to use.
Lovely.
Thanks,
Good
Holly.
quote.
Appreciate that. Who's actually who is on our software here? Keith.
Keith is.
I know I can't understand your voice, Keith, but can you say a few words about it, mate?
He's worse than me.
I know.
I'm
I'm not
get time
that
to
bad.
translate.
How are you getting on with it, Keithy boy?
Yeah, it's been a lot easier than using Lister anyway. Like, it just seems a lot more user-friendly than Lister. And, well, one thing that I always ended up doing is the session timing out where you have to log back in. I haven't experienced that with Fetch yet.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Keith. I didn't understand a word of that.
I got half of that.
Oh, got it.
You're not in witness protection.
Yeah.
That's silhouette.
Like on Crime Watch.
Oh, hey, Keith's sitting in the bath, isn't he?
Yeah, he's in the
His voice for his own protection.
Oh,
Keith,
mate,
you're wearing that hat on next Friday. Oh, sorry, next Saturday, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I'll definitely be wearing the hat.
That's, mate, that's what I want to hear about.
Shona says, what do you do about your current products? Harvey's actually wrote the guide that's on Fetch. It shows you how to import from another software. So we've got a CSV import function. And all you do is download your CSV. You put that into Fetch, and then it uploads all your products that you've got on eBay. All you do then is a price and stock update, health check, and then it basically puts them all active. Pairs and puts them all active on Fetch. Easy as that.
Yeah, the one thing you need to make sure you do though, when you say you're on Lister at the moment, or any other softwares, others are available. Say you use unnamed product CSV. You do need to delete the first two columns. So you delete the category and the active ID, if that's off the top of my head, that's what they're called. But it basically means that you can edit the descriptions after. So it is in the guide, so just make sure you do that before just slapping it in. But yeah, I think for me, like that's one of that and the block list are the two highlight features for me.
And the CSV file that you don't need to edit.
Yeah.
Or how many products you want. It's basically whatever's unpaired. You click the CSV and it gives you the ones that aren't paired. Easy as that. What else have we got? Chloe just started the course, but on Lister right now, the dark side. This looks way better. I'm defo switching. As we said, guys, we're not here to tell everybody
to switch over
to Fetch.
Yeah, we're not trying to steal because
up to you guys. If you like Lister, stay with Lister. If you want a change, if you think Fetch looks good, then by all means come over to us. What I will say is, because all of us are now switched over to Fetch and aren't using Lister anymore, if there is any questions about Lister, maybe they've got new features, we will struggle to answer them. We will still help with everything as we can, but if there is any features that are new and because we aren't using Lister, then it'll be hard for us to answer the questions. But we will, if you stay on Lister, we'll still give you all the support we can.
Yeah. And the good news is, like, when this new dropshipping course comes, although it is, like, I'll preface this, like, all of the screenshots for software, they are Fetch. But the way that I've written them, the way that the course has been written is, like, all of the wording that you're used to, it's the same across the board. So no matter which software you're using, you can still utilize the dropshipping course that we worked hard on to create. So you should be good to go.
Jordan says, when I went through the guide properly, I found it a lot easier than Lister and just straightforward. That's one for you, Harvey.
Thanks, mate. We'll trot that one up.
Tom's always got a wee dig to stick in, hasn't he? I don't think he likes Fetch.
Tom, do you work for Lister?
I think he works for Lister. Software is great, just a little slow, but I know Reese mentioned you're changing the server, so should be good. As I mentioned previously, I've just sent an email to Matt or a Discord message, and the developer has said she's making good progress on the updated functions, though. That should fix the issues, which were the timing out and going slow. Once those are in place, you should find the site much more smoother. So I'm hoping by tomorrow afternoon sometime, you'll see a big difference in the website. And then we'll obviously reevaluate it. And if it's good, it's good. If it isn't, then we'll need to get them to do something else. Like, as Reece said, if we need to buy servers, we'll do that. But right now, the developer has told us that she can get it up to very, very good speed without having to go to servers. We do have cloud servers. We've got cloud server, blah, blah. But she says she can make it work without going to a large-scale server, which we only really want to do once we get really, really big and we've got 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 users. But right now, she should be able to fix it, and you should see a big difference tomorrow.
So who on this call is actually using Fetch at the moment? Obviously, I know Keith is.
We've got Marcus. Marcus is using it. Holly.
Keith.
George.
Tom. Dan.
Oh, hang on. Sonia's in it. Sonia, how come you've not got any questions?
I was literally about to type one out, and then I thought, nah, fuck it. I might.
By the time you type that out.
It's the first time I've heard her swear, I think.
I think it was going to be a question that I was going to have with Reece at some point, because I don't know why, but I've not been doing well with sales the past couple of months, and I was wondering, when I switch over to Fetch, is it worth me just starting fresh with all my listings as well, instead of moving any over?
How many listings you got at the minute, Sonia?
Well, I was gradually increasing month by month, and I think I got up to about 950. Now I'm back down to about 650 at the moment.
And you're still paying for the bigger package?
I signed up for that 2-month free with eBay that we're offering.
No, on the other software, Dark Side.
Yeah, I'm paying 48 a month at the moment.
So what's that for? Is that 750 or is that 1,000?
It's for 1,000.
Yeah, so you need to up I'll take all your listings over, because at the end of the day, it is hard to try and find loads and loads of items, like when you're talking bulk loads. So personally, I'll take them over, but I would probably delete any of your underperforming listings at the same time. I'd probably delete all those, get all your sort of, get it all correct on the other software, i.e. delete everything you can delete off there, have your 500 or 600, what you're going to bring them over, and then start fresh, like adding new items, because obviously as the block list is quite open now, it'll be more accessible to sort of add better
products. To the same amount, or
yeah, don't ever drop. Listen, at the end of the day, like I've always said in all of the Zooms we've ever had, the more you've got, the more you'll sell. Like, I started on 10 items just over a year ago, and like that was absolutely dog pone. That was horrible. Yes, we was in a different sort of world to a degree then, so things were selling a bit quicker than what they are now. But yeah, no, you want to stick to, obviously I've got to chat with you at 12 tomorrow anyway. But yeah, I'll go through it a bit more. But yeah, stick to the higher numbers you've got, the more you're going to sell, 100%. Like, hence the reason that I'm paying £400 a month at the moment to the other software, and one of my stores I'm closing down anyway for the minute, because that's Andrea's store, and obviously she's looking after Rue quite a lot, so she hasn't really got time for it at the minute. And I most certainly haven't got time to do 3 stores again. So bring them over. You've obviously, say you bring 600 over, for example, you've got a 400 slot there for products without any block lists to sort of block any products. Like I say, I'll chat it with you more in depth a bit tomorrow.
If you if you move to Fetch and you've got a slot for 600 or 400 products, then you can click the Juicy Asin generator and it'll give you 400 products.
Yeah, true.
That's probably what I'd do. Like as a differing opinion from Reese, I'd probably say, yeah, agree with getting rid of the underperforming, then maybe cut them by half and then just fill the remainder up with fresh Asins. Because if you're listing the same sort of stuff and you're noticing it's not selling, you might as well just change tactic completely and choose a different niche or go down a different market share.
Okay.
But
I mean, I've been clearing them out like the way we were taught in the mentorship in terms of like anything with less than 100 views within the month go straight away.
Yeah.
But how often, like, how long would you take them over into the following months?
I wouldn't worry personally at this moment in time.
Yeah.
You got to think, right? It's just gone past that 19th of July. People are seeing people. Now the school holidays are coming on as well. July last year was dreadful. I had a really bad July last year. I've had, say, other than yesterday and today, I've had a pretty slow July. Like I think I'm on about £1,700 or £1,800 profit for the month, which, considering most months I do 3 to 4, maybe 5,000, it's been a really quiet month for me. But I looked back on my profit sheet and July was the exact same last year. So don't worry about, I wouldn't get rid of anything less than 100 at the moment in time, i.e. probably this month, maybe even to the middle of next month. I'd probably leave it for a little while. Like I've added I added a couple hundred products last month and I looked at some of them today. Some of them only had 50 views, which is obviously in a month, that's really low.
Yeah.
But I'm going to leave them. Obviously, I've got so many I've got such a huge listing amount that, to me, it doesn't bother me anyway. But yeah, I'd probably say some people are different to me. Listen, in this business as such, so many people work differently. Like I'm very specific on how I do it. Say like sort of the routine, how I started my day. Had Guy done one of the guides where I go through my out of stocks every day. I started doing that. I told him to make the video on that because that, I think, boosted up my sales massively. But yeah, listen, everyone's different. I've never ever gone through any of my underperforming products ever, because like Guy, I'll just add. I will not stop adding. It's only when things go out of stock and they show like the initial $13.99 or $14.99, whatever it is, that they're actually out of stock. But because I go through my out of stocks every single day, and I'll go through, I don't know, 300-400 products across 2 stores, that's when I start deleting stuff. They've gone off Amazon, I'll delete them then. I will never delete them otherwise. And I know I've got some horrific products. I think it's only when I moved one of my stores over to Fetch is when I actually sort of then realised that I could delete a load, because they were just shit. Like I still had $5.99 products on there. They're gone. I don't do $5.99 no more. Well above that. It's all 20 quid plus now. Don't ever go for anything less than £20 either.
Yeah, I avoid that too. I think what it is, I was kind of doing the whole gradual, just whack them on month by month, 250 each time. I think I got up to nearly 1,000, but then I started to optimize and like really look at the ones that weren't performing, and I've gone back down to 650, and I've seen my traffic drop quite a bit as well. So I don't know if
that's like my VAT registered one, where I was that one. Between the two, I had my second store, which I started later, actually started performing better than my first, because I had quite a few zeros on my first. That now is like, that store is exceptional. Like I've got I'd go upload 2,000 products on that and not even blink an eyelid at even sort of getting flagged. And I think with my first store, literally, I had an all right day on it yesterday. And if you could see it now, so I think it was the 1st of July, I got my VAT number come through, and since then I've done probably done from the 1st of July until now, so we're talking 21 days, I've probably not even hit 500-600 quid in revenue, because they deleted all my listings because I was like a day late getting my VAT number. It weren't my problem, because I never delete my listings at the end of each month either. I leave them, just keep going, because obviously I had like nearly 1,000 watches on items, and I didn't want to lose them, which I did, but shit happens. But it's just lucky that my second store is still performing. So yeah, look, I'll talk you through it all tomorrow. We'll have a good chat tomorrow, and I'll talk you through it all, and we'll get you back up to performing.
Awesome, thanks, Reese.
Shona, just a quick one on your little message. I actually don't know the answer. The best thing to do is to probably email them and ask them. At the moment, they are being funny with like refunds and stuff. Like I know 5 months ago, or even probably 6 weeks ago, that like refunds mid-month, no problem. But now all of a sudden,
probably 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, like all of a sudden now they don't want it. Which say what you want about it, but
like I'd say, like most, if you've got a gym membership that you cancel mid-month, you get to the end of the month using that gym membership. So if you look at it in that similarity, I think if you was to cancel today, as an example, you'd probably get until the day 12 o'clock for your next payday before it cancels. I think it's probably very similar because, like Harvey said, they were quite lenient on it. But since they've had a extremely good competition come out, then they're being a bit arsey with it all. But who wouldn't be? Fetch is going to blow them out the water. We can't help that.
Yeah, Harvey, I emailed them today because I was trying to switch. If you remember, I'm still on the dark side, everyone. And they said no. So they weren't. Callum, I tried what you said, and they just exactly what you just said. So they've told me, they sent me an email actually saying I'm doing the wrong thing and I shouldn't go with you guys because the software will be built in 2 months. Yeah, they sent me an email which I sent to Mitch. Mitch asked for it. But basically, Shona, they won't. They said to me today, you have to serve your time and then go. So I'm the same as you, same date. So I will have to wait for next month as well. But they said no, they're not refunding anyone.
So I'll see.
Honestly, it's disgusting.
Yeah,
whether they're treating their people like.
Can I ask a question though? When I do switch, so mine is on the 12th, and they've said so do I do my switch a few days before, or what should I actually do, Harvey? What do I do? Just wait, or when do I actually switch?
I mean, the only thing you need to do to switch over is to get your product creation CSV.
Yeah.
So if you download that like a day before you decide to cancel the other software's subscription, then sign up as you would normally, and then just input your CSV if you want to. Like for me, I would probably do it.
Probably 2 days is probably a good buffer, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say two working days.
Yeah. So I'm on the 12th, so do it on the 9th, 10th, or something like that.
Let's have a look at the dates.
Yeah, yeah, that's always best to be a couple days and give yourself some buffer, isn't it? In my opinion. So, Jess, if you want, message me a couple of days before, and we can make sure we get you with.
Okay, I'll do that, Mitch. Thank you, guys.
Jess, we need to talk anyway about your products, your other products that you sent Andrea.
Yes, we do, but we also need to run my store. Yes, I should catch up with you. My store's not doing too well either, but yeah.
Is it what is it? What is it you do? Is it the spa one?
Temple Spa. Temple Spa. Yeah, we need to catch up about Temple Spa, but my actual store is not.
Yeah, I had a facial on Saturday, and I need some products.
I shall sort you out later.
Yeah, I bought some, so Andrew obviously got her stuff.
Yeah.
So I need to speak to you about them because I bought a few bits on Saturday, so I need to chat to you about some pricing.
No problem. We shall do that.
Sorry, guys, that's had to be thrown in there. Otherwise, I'll never ever catch up with Jess.
Should we go ahead and stop the recording just now, and then?
Hang on. Where's my? How do you stop?